Are you serious? Are you serious? We're going live. Yes, let me just tell you right now, we've got breaking news happening as we speak. First of all, real fast, www.pastorpaulgold.com. That's www.pastorpaulgold.com. Or call him on the phone if you don't believe me at 877-646-5347. Because here's the hard truth. Every 6 years, your dollar is losing about half of its buying power. That means $100,000 in savings today will be worth about $50,000 in the year 2031. And as you can see, every time you turn around, the prices of everything, including paying your bills, is tough. The dollar is down. But there's a simple way to protect the value of your savings. It is proven, it is a biblical currency, gold. That's right, gold. At www.pastorpaulgold.com, they will help you with assessing your situation. An asset like gold can hold its value over time. It has. It stood the test of time. And that's why Noble Gold can help you. They got gold bars, gold coins, silver, and they'll help you roll that 401k into a gold or silver IRA, or maybe move your savings into precious metals. Guys, do this. Go there now. Click on that link below the video at www.pastorpaulgold.com. You'll be glad that you did. And let me just say right now, guys, the webinar Out of This World is going to be just that. Man, I'm telling you, we are putting this thing together, and the information coming from James, Earth Changers, Mike from around the world, BP Earthwatch, Gil Brazard. I was on the phone with him. Oh my, he's got a prediction. We finally got a prediction. And it's just Rex Bear's got the. He interviewed a guy who was in Area 51. Ryan Wood is off the chain. Bart Begley. I mean, all of them. Okay, incredible information and more. I can't even remember it all. So get your ticket. Go to my website. Go right now to paulbegleyprophecy.com or paulbegleyprophecy.org and get your ticket so that we'll be ready to send you your link Friday. That's next Friday, May 23rd. What? We're only 9 days away from this webinar, and I want to make sure we got your link, your email. We want you ready to go. You can call if you want to order it that way, 765-414-2230. And real fast, for those of you who want to be on the webinar because you've had an encounter, maybe with an ET or a demon or a reptilian or an angel, or you've seen UFOs in the air, or you've had an encounter, or you've got something, the story to tell, send an email to my son, PBP, Paul Begley Jr. at gmail.com. That's PBP. That's Paul Begley Prophecy. Okay. PBP. And then the name Paul Begley Jr. Paul Begley Jr. at gmail.com. Right there it is. Okay. Send it. Tell him you want to be on, and he'll help you. All right. He'll help you. Okay. Let me tell you what's going on. First of all, boot scooting, nuke and shooting, Putin, tootin' Putin. What? Do it again. Boot scooting, nuke and shooting, tootin' Putin doesn't look like he's going to be there. I think he's a no-show. And that's what I've been saying. Matter of fact, that's what former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said last night on Fox. I've been wondering if this guy was going to show. Thank you. I was on Clyde Lewis. Thank you. You heard his show. Thank you. I even overslept, and they had to wake me up, and I had to run and get on the show. But yeah, it was really good. Anyway, Putin. But by the way, we got earthquakes too. Massive 6.0 and then another 6.4. I'll tell you about that. But first, let's talk about Putin. News just broke 18 minutes ago that Russian President Vladimir boot scooting, nuke and shooting, tootin' Putin is not among the names listed by the Kremlin due to attend the peace talks on the war with Ukraine in Istanbul, Turkey tomorrow. Despite calls for Ukraine's Vladimir Zelensky to make sure he attends, Russia's President Vladimir boot scooting, nuke and shooting, Tootin' Putin will instead be headed by a presidential aide, another Vladimir, but it's Medinsky. Can you imagine Vladimir Medinsky meeting with Vladimir Zelensky? No Putin, according to the Kremlin. Zelensky had previously said he would attend the talks and meet with Putin in person if the Russian president agreed. And he said he would do everything he could to ensure a face-to-face meeting took place. But the Ukrainian president will be in Turkish capital in Ankara. He was going to meet with President Putin, but instead he will meet with President Erdogan. Putin and Zelensky have not met in person since December of 2019. And Russia invaded Ukraine in February of 2022. And so the last held direct negotiations March of 2022 in Istanbul, shortly after Moscow launched a full-scale invasion of its neighbor. Fighting has raged on in Ukraine since then. Russian forces have slowly expanded the amount of territory they control over the past year, mostly in the eastern Ukraine. Putin has initially called for direct talks between Russia and Ukraine in Turkey's largest city without any preconditions. Zelensky announced, okay, I'll be there because Trump told me you better be there. And now President Putin has backed out. Putin suggests of direct talks in Istanbul, followed by Western powers' call for a 30-day ceasefire. Looks like it's going to die on the vine. And after Trump called for Ukraine to accept the offer, Zelensky said he would travel there himself and meet with Putin, but there's no point in prolonging the killings, according to information. Zelensky said, I will be waiting for Putin in Turkey on Thursday personally. We need to end this. Earlier, though, today, Donald Trump floated the possibility of even joining the meeting himself with Putin and Zelensky tomorrow. The U.S. president, who's currently in Qatar, told reporters that he did not know if Russia's counterpart would attend. If I'm not there, I know he would like me to be there, and that's possible. It could end the war. I'd be thinking about that, Trump said. The U.S. is expected to send a high-level delegation to the talks. The country's top diplomat, Marco Rubio, arrived in Turkey today, where he will meet with NATO foreign ministers tomorrow. He plans to travel onward to Istanbul for Friday, where the State Department says he will attend talks with European counterparts to discuss the war in Ukraine. And arriving at his hotel, Marco Rubio did not answer when the BBC asked him if Putin was coming to Turkey. Since return to the White House, President Trump has sought to broker a ceasefire between Russia and Ukraine ever since he became president. He ended a years-long Western boycott of Russia's leader by speaking to Putin over the phone several times, especially in February. He's even sent an envoy 3 times, Steve Witkoff, who's met personally with Vladimir Putin in Moscow. Trump has previously put pressure on both Russia and Ukraine. We're very close to a deal, he said. But what if Putin doesn't show? What if Putin doesn't show? I'm saying this, guys. Vladimir Putin is stalling. I've been saying this. He's stalling. He's stalling. He's stalling. Why should he rush and end it? He's winning. And Trump has said, I'm not funding Zelensky no more. And the Europeans, they don't give much anyway to help. So Zelensky's running out of ammunition, running out of supplies. He cannot keep fighting this war. Putin knows that. Putin is fighting a war of attrition. And if he just hangs on and waits, he could take the whole country. He could literally take the whole country, folks. And that's why he's shifting and moving and talking and sending delegations and even, make the statement, I'll be in Turkey if you want to show up. I'll be there. And when Zelensky takes him up on it, I don't think I'll be there. He is not ready to end the war. Not even close. And so here we go. Yeah, I was on with Clyde Lewis. I'm getting some thumbs up. The other night I was live on the air on the Ground Zero. You can actually go listen to it if you go to the Ground Zero archives of the show, I guess. You can go listen to it. It was a pretty good interview. It was about the Antichrist and that guy that rose up here recently and other Antichrists are rising up. So it's a pretty good show, okay? I fell asleep. They had to wake me up. I was about 10 minutes late, but I'm sorry, because when you don't go on till midnight, you've been working all day. People say, Pastor Paul, you are the hardest working pastor in America. I don't know about that, but yeah. Did you guys see the 5-foot snake in the grass? I almost stepped on it. And I asked people, what was it? You can watch the video. I put the video of the snake in my Patreon channel. Check it out and leave a comment. What kind of snake was it? Right now, people have been trying to tell me what it was. 80% of the responses are telling me it was a copperhead. I think it was too. And guys, those are poisonous. And I mean, literally, my next step was going to be right on top of this snake. And I was walking the little dog Bo. Yeah, Michelle says it's a corn snake. About 20% of the followers have been saying it's a corn snake. And about 80% are saying it was a copperhead. Well, I don't know. I just know I almost stepped on it. And you guys can check it out. One thing's for sure. It was big. It was about 5 foot long. It was a big snake. And Bo didn't see it. And she almost went around top of it. And then she darted to the left, but it wasn't because of the snake. She never seen the serpent. She never saw it. But I did. And I almost stepped on it. Well, anyway, that's another story. Let me just say, we got a lot going on. Let me go to the earthquakes. We had a 6.0 earthquake hit Greece. But we've had today another powerful 6.4 hit that underground super volcano in Tonga under the water there. That monster of the sea that's about ready to explode. Okay? And that's not the only earthquakes. 4.4 hit Fiji, 6.0 hit Greece, 2.6 hit Toyah, Texas. 2.6 hit Stanley, Idaho. Yellowstone, danger zone. Okay. 4.0 hit Taiwan. 4.8 hit Indonesia. I mean, these are just not, this isn't good, guys. These quakes are, and then it goes on. Hang on. Also, there was a 4.8 in Indonesia, 3.6 in Puerto Rico, 2.6 in Willow Creek, California, and then boom, that 6.4 earthquake at Tonga. That's dangerous. 4.9 in the Western Indian Arctic Ridge, 4.6 in Iceland. Oh boy, and but it was on that North American fault line that Mike from around the world keeps talking about. 3.6 New Zealand, 2.6 Mount Spur shaking over in Alaska, 3.4 again the Dominican Republic in that volatile Caribbean island area, 4.8 in Papua New Guinea, 4.4 Pakistan, 3.3 earthquake in Hawaii on that volcano, Kilauea. We don't want that. 4.9 in the mid-Indian Ridge, 2.8 Puerto Rico again, 4.5 Costa Rica having a quake, 3.0 Port Orford, Oregon. That's right, 3.0 Oregon, right in the middle of the Cascadia subduction zone. And 3.0 hit Nevada in Valmy, Nevada, followed by another 3.0 right on the surface of the earth. They felt that one, 3.0 in Valmy, Nevada. And then boom, 4.1 Valmy, Nevada. And then 2.8 Valmy, Nevada. And then 2.7 Dover, Oklahoma. 4.7 El Salvador. 5.2 the Pacific Arctic Ridge. 3.7 Puerto Rico. 5.2 Peru. And then we just had another 4.5 just now, where on that volcano in Tonga. So Tonga. Guys, it's making me nervous right now. The earthquakes everywhere. Jesus said that was going to happen. It is happening. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, check out that snake. It was funny because I was just watching President Trump shaking hands with the Assyrian the new de facto president of Syria. Trump has released all sanctions off Syria. He's went ahead and said, okay, this guy's the president, even though there was no election, even though this guy did a coup, even though this guy was part of Al-Qaeda, even though this guy fought against U.S. American troops and we captured him and put him in a military prison in Iraq for 5 years, even though he created and was the head of al-Nusra terrorist group, even though he was the founder and the starter of HTS terrorist organization, even though he did a coup and overthrew Bashar al-Assad in Syria, he's now all of a sudden in 4 months, he's the president of Syria. He's accepted by the whole world, including the president of the United States. So he's not going to go away. I think he could have been the Assyrian. He might be the Assyrian. We'll be talking to Mike from around the world about this tomorrow. We'll be talking about Mount Spur tomorrow. We'll be talking about Tonga Hanga Dunga tomorrow. We'll be talking about boot scooting, nuking, shooting, tooting, Putin tomorrow. We'll be talking about the Middle East deals going on. What about Hamas? What about the release of the American hostage? What about the rest of the hostages? What about the Planet X even? And the void. Oh, guys, this is why you want to get this webinar. Out of this world. Mike around the world will explain the void. And also, Gil Brazard makes a prediction of Planet X. And really, it's huge. And plus, you're going to hear from BP Earthwatch. And you're going to hear from James Earth Changes. And on and on and on. Rex Bear, who interviewed a guy who was in Area 51. And on and on. And Ryan Wood on E.T. Go Home. I mean, all of it. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge tomorrow. This coming up on May 23rd. So get your tickets. The webinar is called Out of This World. And it really is. And I'm doing a full presentation that you don't want to miss. That's for sure. So it's going to be incredible. BC Begley's got a great documentary. And if you haven't seen the interview on the Paul Begley podcast, we did an interview with Ryan Wood, who's going to be also in this webinar. If you haven't seen this interview, it was it aired last night right here on the new. If you go to the Paul Begley podcast, that's at YouTube. Right there it is. Go to the Paul Begley podcast channel. BP Earthwatch was in there, and there was quite a few people over there. We're chatting with each other. It's a great interview on this guy has investigated 104 UFO crashes. He studies the documentation. He's uncovered because his daddy used to work in the government, and before his dad died, his dad got his hands on documentation, top secret documentation of the cover-up of the UFO alien cover-up of the government, and how they did it, and why they did it, and what they really found, and it's incredible, really. And now that's been released. This guy talks about that. Matter of fact, he shows you some of the documents of Majestic 12, which was that secret 12 that were chosen to be in charge of the cover-up. This is, I'm telling you, disclosures in play. Guys, the demons are coming. The demons are being released. The fallen angels. Apollyon's about ready to come out of the pit. We're living in the end times. Guys, we're in the last days. They killed another one of the Hamas leaders. Yes, they did. That's another. I mean, there's so much going on right now in the Middle East and in Europe and all of things happening. It's crazy. And then we got earthquakes in different places, and we've got all kinds of strange weather patterns going on right now. We've got wars and rumors of wars. We've got deals being signed in the Middle East. There's a lot of the world is changing. It's shifting. There's been a paradigm shift, no doubt about it. Get a cup of coffee, everybody. Just calm down a minute. Are you serious? Are you starting to be seriously serious? Something biblical's going on with the signs of the second coming of Christ. And I'm going to be on the air with Melvin Whittington tonight on FFCTV.church. There's a shift going on. There's a major shift going on. Jesus is coming soon.
God, I'm so scared for this crooked generation. You even find faith in the earth when you bring down revelation. Forgive us now the sins of our youth, worshiping the idols that knew everything but the truth. Teach us how to uncorrupt our minds. Show us now while we still have the time. We need you, Yeshua. Holy, holy, hallelujah.
We're living in the last days.
Yeshua.
Trump is trying to bring peace to the world, but the devil is lurking in the details.
We abandon everything,
and Christ is coming.
Follow you, our King. We throw our gold and silver.
Are you saved? The snake is in the grass.
How much will we see before the fire falls? Lord, could this really be the last altar call? We need your blood over the doorpost of our hearts. Anoint us with your fiery love as the praise and worship starts. We need you, Yeshua. Holy, holy, hallelujah. We need you.
Are you serious?
Yeshua.
We need you, Yeshua.
Holy, holy, hallelujah.
We abandon everything to follow you, our King. We throw our gold and silver in the streets.
The nation of Israel.
Oh, we abandon everything
today.
To follow you, our King.
Is the 77th.
We throw our gold and silver in the streets.
Israel, the nation, today is 77. Are you serious? How close are we to the coming of the Lord? For this generation shall not pass away until they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with power and great glory. And when these things come to pass, he said, look up, lift up your head. Your redemption draws nigh.
Everything to follow you, our King. We throw our gold and silver in the street. We abandon everything to follow you, our King. We throw our gold and silver in the street.
Yeah, today is the 77th birthday of the nation of Israel. Jesus said this generation shall not pass until they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with glory. And Israel is 77. It's quite interesting. And all these deals are being made and the discussion of trying to end this war in Israel. It's really, really, really a time like we've never seen before. What about Iran and its nukes? What about Putin and Zelensky? What about all the release, the Trump for releasing Syria, allowing them to function as a country? What does this all mean? Okay. And the earthquakes are shaking and quaking everywhere. It is absolutely this is a very prophetic week. And we're going to keep our eyes on it. And I'll be back. God bless all of you. Happy birthday to Israel. And God bless all of you. We'll be back. Are you saved? Don't be left behind.